It's Wednesday, July 14th, and you all know what that means. European action is well underway. 8 of the Diamond League meets have been completed, which is why I made this origami diamond. You're watching RunnerSpace Live. OregonEliteChampionships.com, if anyone's interested. You can make your own Diamond League diamond. I think I might have made mine wrong, actually. Folks, what does it take for track and field to make it into the mainstream media? I've found a good way, a good gauge of seeing what's popular and important to the mainstream public is just by checking what's featured on the highly respected news outlet TMZ. Unfortunately, it seems the attention they've given our sport lately has come from all the wrong reasons. Just check this article, which was recently featured on TMZ Sports from the Pre-Classic. Sometimes titles like that might slip past someone with a refined sense of humor. Speaking of refined senses of humor, it's the Awkward Video of the Week.
And a fair start. Out well in 3. Angela White, now White and George. And now turning herself in the middle of the track is Jessica Zalunga. And 5.
The Awkward Video of the Week is over. You know what that means. It's time for our RunnerSpace Network Sites of the Week. Origami-instructions.com, unfortunately not in the RunnerSpace network yet. We're working on it. The first network site of the week is RunnerSpace.com/Boulder Running Camps, one of the nation's premier distance camps directed by the one and only Jay Johnson. Check this camp out. The second one is OregonEliteChampionships.com, a high-powered postseason meet featuring some of the best high school talent from Oregon. And that does it for our RunnerSpace Network Sites of the week. Here comes the RunnerSpace Rundown. It is the one and only high school rundown. In all of the Nike Track Nationals excitement last week, I may have neglected just a little bit the USATF Youth Championships. The date was July 4th, the location was Leslie, Illinois, and the performances were spectacular. Only a freshman, Kendall Basin of Michigan, who has the top 400 time in the nation, successfully got the sprint double in the intermediate girls division, winning the 100 and 200. Then she came back to anchor her team's 4x4 to the win. Robin Reynolds of Florida also made an impressive showing. She took second to Basin in both the 100 and 200, and then came back to win the 400 by over a second with a 53.75. In the youth girls division, 7th grader Ursula Farrow got the 15-8 double, winning the 800 in a 2:16 and the 1500 in a 4:38. The USA Junior Championships were just over 2 weeks ago now, and USATF has announced our World Juniors team, which will compete in Moncton, Canada, July 19th through the 25th. 37 of the 82 athletes representing the US are high schoolers. Look for a solid performance from the 2009 World Youth 100 and 200 meter silver medalist Ashton Purvis, Josh Mance, the sub 46 400 runner, and Nick Venna ranked number 2 in the world for the 6 kilogram shot put, and also some young collegians such as Princeton freshman Connor McCullough, the national junior record holder for hammer throw, 5-time USA Junior Outdoor champion Jordan Hasse, and NCAA Indoor 800 meter champion Robbie Andrews. And don't forget, at the last IAAF World Junior Championships, the US won the medal count. It's the College Pro Rundown. I believe I'll start with the 7th stop in the Diamond League in Lausanne, Switzerland. Usain Bolt made his return to racing from an Achilles injury, and as if there was any doubt, he won the 100 with a world-leading 9.82. Though on July 16th in Paris, he should have a good matchup with Asafa Powell, who's run faster wind-aided marks this season. Jeremy Warner, who pulled up lame at the US Nationals, ran a world leader in the 400 with a 44.57. In the men's steeplechase, American Dan Hewling placed 4th with an 8.13. That's a personal best and moves him to number 5 on the US all-time list. Kenyan Berman Cabruto won that race in a world-leading 8:01. On to the 8th stop of the Diamond League. The Aviva British Grand Prix in Gateshead featured a showdown between 2 of the world's top sprinters, Asafa Powell and Tyson Gay. And after getting beat last week at the Pre-Classic 200, Tyson Gay came out on top. He won by 200ths of a second in a time of 9.94. Carmelita Jeter went 10.95 to win the women's 100. In the women's 800 meters, US champion Alyssa Johnson won in a 1:59.8. Galen Rupp ran a personal best 13.10 to get 9th in the men's 5K. It was a solid battle for the win here as the the top 4 were within a second of each other. Kenyan Vincent Chepcock came out on top with a 13 flat. Last week's pre-classic mile winner Asbel Kiprop won the men's 1500 in a 3:33.3. And on the other end of the spectrum, Leo Manzano, who finished last in the pre-classic mile last week, turned it around and contended for the win, getting 3rd in a 3:33.5. And here it is at the KBC Night of Athletics in Belgium. David Rudisha, with his 7th consecutive 800 victory of the year, ran a 1:41.51, making him the second fastest 800 runner ever. Wilson Kipketer holds the current world record of 1:41.11, just 0.4 of a second faster than Rudisha's time. In the men's 1500, AJ Acosta, who surprised the nation with his 3:53 mile at the pre-classic, got 3rd with another impressive PR of 3:36.48. In the NACAC Under-23 Championships in Florida, Cal Irvine's sophomore Charles Jacques won the 800 with a very impressive 1:45.6, and Curtis Mitchell of Texas A&M won the 200 in a 20.06 and ran 19.99 in the semifinal. And lastly, they said it couldn't be done, but the Frenchman Christophe Lemaitre proved them wrong. He became the first white man ever to break 10 seconds in the 100 meters with his time of 9.98. It's the road racing rundown. The Utica Boilermaker 15K in Utica, New York. This is the 33rd annual race and had a new course record on the women's side. Edna Kiplagat of Kenya was a winner with a world-leading personal best course record 47.57. She won by 18 seconds over fellow Kenyan Alice Timbalili, who also set a personal best. And on the men's side, Ethiopian Lelisa Desisa broke the course record by 8 seconds. He ran a personal best world-leading 42.46, and he won by only 2 seconds over Kenyan Peter Karui. The defending champion, Morocco's Ridouane Haroufi, was 4th with a 43.17. At the Midnight Madness 10K in Ames, Iowa, 32-year-old Kenyan Leonard Macheru, who has already competed in 6 road races since the beginning of June, was the winner here in a 30.15. Hometown Des Moines, Iowan, 26-year-old Ashley Tosley won on the women's side with a 35.54. And lastly, USA Track and Field has announced that it will add a men's 8K road racing championships to the USA running circuit. This will take effect on next year's circuit and will be hosted by the inaugural Carmel Marathon in Indiana on June 11th. Check out the USA Running Circuit site hosted on RunnerSpace at usarunningsircuit.com. It's time for a quick tip. Here's a little bit on customizing the layout of your site. You can move and rearrange these content blocks and the column width. Click Page Layout on the editor panel. Now you can select if you want a 1, 2, or 3 column layout. I've gone with 2. Adjust the width of the columns by dragging the center bar, and rearranging the blocks is as easy as dragging them around. If there are certain blocks that you don't want to display, just drag them down below. Click Save Changes when you're done, and now when you view your page, the layout will be updated. It said you were supposed to blow it up to give it some volume, but it just keeps coming apart. I digress. The next Diamond League meet is in Paris, and it should be a good one. RunnerSpace Live. Signing out.